Okay, ready? Here are 5 nice guy mistakes that'll almost always land you in the friend zone. Listen to them carefully and make a mental note of how many you've already made. Okay, if you made 1, you might slide by, but any more than that and you're in nice guy danger zone. So, number 1, sending a woman flowers at work. So sending a woman flowers, specifically at work, which is even creepier, but flowers in general cause problems. Now, if the woman is your wife or your mother, you get a pass. But if you've only been dating her for a couple months, this will almost always come across as clingy and stalkerish. Now, I'll explain why in a second, but let's get to number 2. Number 2 is confessing your feelings in a text or email. So write down confessing feelings. Confessing feelings in general is pretty bad, but when you do it over text or email, it's a double whammy of a needy, desperate move. Sure, it feels good to release those bottled up feelings and blurt out, "I love you," or tell her how special she is. And I know, Hollywood, it makes it look like that's the key to her heart, right? But here's the thing. Once the challenge disappears, usually so does she. If a girl suddenly goes cold on you, if she loses interest or pulls away, I can almost guarantee it's because she figured you out too soon and that bores her. And with girls, boredom equals death. All right, so number 3 is waiting to make your move or not going for the kiss on the first date. So write down waiting to make your move. And I know for me, for a really long time, this was one of the deadliest mistakes that I used to make. Waiting to make your move is a hallmark nice guy mistake. Now, you might think it makes you seem like a gentleman, but she just thinks you were too scared or inexperienced to go for it, and you usually won't get a second chance. So number 4 is bringing a girl a gift on the first date. So write down bringing gifts, right? Because anytime you bring a gift, like I said, if you're not married to her or she's not, you haven't been dating her for a long time, if you show up for a gift, it's definitely nice guy behavior that is going to get you taken advantage of. This tells her that you're taking the date way too seriously and you probably don't have a lot of options. And probably the all-time number 1 rule of dating is women want to be with a man they think that other women want to be with. Not to mention that I have a saying, those who look hungry never get fed, and showing up with a gift makes you look pretty hungry. So number 5 is being too available, right? So write down being available, being too available specifically. So, being available, see, if you're always available to hang out, she has no time to miss you. You're less of a mystery, and worse, we place a lot less value on things that are easy to obtain, which means if you're always around, she begins to value you less. So here's the thing, how many of these little subtle nice guy mistakes do you make? Now, here's the thing, the 5 mistakes that I just listed are the obvious ones. But every time you interact, there's dozens of little ways you might be giving away your power and you don't even know it. Well, if you click the link below or in the description, I got a little quiz of questions just like this so you can test how far you fall on the nice guy spectrum and also whether or not you're suffering from nice guy syndrome that might be holding you back from your social, professional, and the dating life that you want. It'll also help you identify your number 1 nice guy barrier. Now, the quiz is completely free and it takes about 5 minutes to answer. And best of all, you'll immediately get all the answers, and I'll break down, just like I did in this video, what makes each of these so deadly. So go ahead, click the link below and take the nice guy quiz.